Hello, hope you're all good. It's been a while, but I've been fairly busy over the past couple of months. Most of my time's gone into refining the bartering system and more recently designing and building the POS system UI. That being said, I'm happy to report that the POS system navigation is now working. The design is based on old point of sale systems from the early 2000s. Chunky buttons, monospace text, clashing colours, the works. I've had a few retail jobs in my time and I found the POS system always seemed really outdated and janky, so I wanted to reflect this in the design. I've created some custom buttons that change colour when selected, and a content box with a scroll bar that updates depending on which section you navigate to. The hardest part was figuring out how best to organise the content and getting Unity's layout groups to behave properly. It took a bit of back and forth, but now everything aligns correctly when duplicated and expands vertically when new text is added. There are still a few design elements that need adding in, like extra buttons and pop-ups. I also need to create a script that compiles and adds all the relevant data that comes with each section. However, I feel like I've made a lot of progress with the shop front up to this point and need to start focusing on other aspects of the game. I realise that while the concept of the game has always had a strong horror theme, I've yet to actually build any horror content or test the atmosphere I'm aiming for. That feels like a huge step that I've been putting off for quite a while, so rather than diving straight into the storage area where most of the unsettling stuff will happen, I want to take some time to focus on developing and testing my ability to design effective horror mechanics. I'm planning to create just a few little short self-contained demos, like little experiments built around classic horror techniques to try and explore what works and what doesn't and how best I can use tension, space and pacing. It'll give me a chance to learn, iterate and grow more confident in crafting the kind of atmosphere that the game needs without the pressure of locking into anything into the final build too early. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you on the next one.